How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the What's Up Eddie channel, Divine Therapy Sessions. And of course, I'm the one and only Eddie. So glad to have you guys back. And these are my Divine Therapy Sessions. And today I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to check in with you guys. Oh man, I've been having a pretty rough week. All right. So obviously I have some good advice as well as just checking in with you. Okay, so the last three or 4 days have been rough. I've been in a place where some things haven't worked out, right? And usually when that happens, I tend to, like any person, I tend to like feel like it was my fault. I try to find what it is that I did wrong, and it's like no one wants to fail at something, right? But it's that initial like programming that comes to play and I think to myself, dang, like I failed, so I'm not good at it, and then want to isolate or not do the things that I was doing before, right? That's that old programming. And I find that old programming, especially in the early, I feel like the early recovery in whatever you're recovering from, right? It's that initial programming that comes back and wants to creep back in, right? And for me, it's like a relationship is not it didn't work out, right? And that in other relationships as well. And I was like, dude, like, it's like I wish that things didn't go that way. And then, for me, I was like, I wanted to take a break. So I took 2 or 3 days. I haven't posted anything, haven't made any videos, and I just literally sat and thought about things, right? And in my opinion, it's probably the worst thing that you can do. There's a good example is there's two people in the world, right? Like when someone gets sick, one goes to bed and sleeps and stays there, right? Another person, I've seen people get up and they'll keep working, they'll do whatever they have to do, and they work through the sickness, but they seem like they're a lot better off. For me, I'll get in bed, right? I turn into a big baby. But I take that into more of like when things go wrong, right? Like I feel like that old programming doesn't work for me anymore, right? And so I found that like it's like a virus, man. Like once it gets going and it starts to grow, it grows rapid and fast, right? And like it wants to spread itself. And I call that stuff the darkness, man. It's like, for me, I was thinking, I tend to start questioning myself, but most importantly, I start to question God, right? And that's dangerous. I feel like it's, and no matter what you want to say, it's like, these are normal stuff that happens with everyone, right? And the first thing that I started thinking is like, man, what's going on? Like, God, like, all right, this relationship's not working. Other relationships didn't work out. And then I'm like, Father, through your signs, synchronicities, and your advice, things aren't panning out the way that you said that they were. What's going on? And it's funny because, he immediately answered my prayers, right? Eddie, what did I tell you before? I told you to have patience. Have patience because I'm making you wait. 1, because there's a lesson in patience, and 2, I'm waiting for something bigger and better for you. But I'm turning into a baby, right? And it's like I want my stuff now, wah. And I know it's like a normal thing. It's a human. I'm human, right? It's like all right, I understand. And so like I got through that, right? That was like a lesson that was learned, and that's why I always say, guys, like, hey, it's imperative. I don't know how people don't go, how they don't go without a relationship with the higher self or God or a God conscious or whoever your God is, right? I don't know how people don't. Like, for me, it just helps me to get through the day, And I know it's like, you guys say it's like, well, how is he talking to you, right? And, for me, guys, it's this simple. God is in my social media news feeds. God is on billboards. God is in the numbers on license plates. God is in the numbers on my phone. God is talking through other people. You know, people say things are coincidence, but they're not coincidence. They're synchronicities. I believe that everything that you need answer-wise is right in front of you. You just haven't attuned yourself, or you're not, your conduit, which is your third eye, is not open right now. And so you need to open it, but there's ways that you can do that. I have other videos, check them out. I talk about that. Okay guys, but so this is what happened, you know, like I'm sitting here sulking and I'm like, you know, it's like another failed relationship. I feel like I did like it's like my world was closing in on me, right? And then I'm sitting in bed and, you know, right away it's like I want to comfort myself, so I do it with food. I no longer could do it with other things because those other things are harmful, right? And I know better than that. So it's like, for me, it's like sweets and stuff like that, you know, and like, it's that carne asada burrito, yo, like, hey, I love the asada, man. But it's crazy because I sat there and then like my world started getting a lot darker really quickly. And I realized, like, it's simple as this, you guys. How do you get yourself out of that? How do I get myself out of that? Like, you guys, back in the day, I would sit in that dark place for weeks to months. That's a dangerous place to be at. It is bad for here, you guys, because that's what we say to ourselves on a constant rotation becomes our reality. And so I sat there and I was thinking, and after day 2, I was like, whoa, man, this isn't good. I was like, I got to jump out of this, man. And it's crazy because, you know, the first thing that's always my saving grace is prayer. I pray and I ask God, like, what do I do, man? Like, I feel like I'm at a loss right now, you know? It's like I'm trying to get my money game straight. I'm trying to teach other people and trying to spread good and loving word, but, you know, I haven't reached the audience that I want. And it's simple as this, you know. I always say this, man. God be going back to back. He going back to back. He going 0 to 100 real quick. He go to 0 to 100 real quick. Because the moment I prayed, I got up and I was like, I just, you know, you guys, I'm going to tell you this. Utilize this prayer because this prayer will work for you. It's not so much a prayer, but yeah, it could be a prayer. So there are spiritual guides. There are spiritual entities around you right now. And angels are always at your beck and call. That is their job, their duty. God has assigned them to you, right? Each and every one of us has our own guide. So they can intervene because of our free will. So you have to incite it, or you have to invite it. So for me, I'll just tell you guys what I say. I say to the angels, I ask you guys to intervene on my behalf, to transmute any feelings of fear, lack, loss, in regards to my abundance, in regards to my YouTube channel, in regards to my relationships with my family, friends, and then I'll say, please transmute and heal this energy. Amen. And it's almost immediate when those things start going away, right? You're unlightening the load because you can feel it. Now, whether or not you believe in something else doing it for you, or you just doing it with your prayer is enough, you guys, because you're verbally getting it out there, right? For me, is what I just addressed is what I'm going through, so I'm acknowledging what it is, and I'm releasing it, right? So, after that, I got up, I immediately get back into, I get the first message. I forget what the actual angel number was, but it was when I read the advice, it was your to ask, it told me to do what I did with that prayer, and then it said get back to the basics. You're forgetting who you are and what you are. You're the one with the power, not anybody else, not your circumstance. I am. So that means you guys are too. You guys are out there with the power as well, because we're infinite beings. And so I put on my big boy shorts and my big boy shirt and my running shoes, and I went to go run to get the cobwebs out. And so when I got it out, like, cause it's a meditation, a form of meditation, right? Woo, it's amazing how that conduit starts to open right back up, and the darkness went away. And when I say he went 0 to 100 real quick, it's because he did. He back-to-back messages. I'm talking about back-to-back messages in my news feed, on my social media platform. The first one was, Eddie, and that's a message. It was like a inspirational message, and it was like, and people say, hey, well, how does God talk to you? That's how he's doing it, through that news feed. I just asked him, what do I do next? Why isn't it working out? And it says, what makes you think that by you getting better and healthy, what makes you think that it's all for you? And I looked at it and I was like, okay. And then the next part said, it's 50% about you and 50% about your people that you're going to help. You are the gift. You are the conduit. You are the clear channel to God, the divine. So you're the one who needs to get better because others need to follow suit. And so it's amazing, right? At 11 minutes and 11 seconds, a portal just opened right now, you guys. That means make a wish right now. The portal's open for you. I just opened it. And when you make a wish, set an intention of what you want and what do you want to be, and say it like it's happening right now. But also look up angel number 1111. It might be something that you need to look into. Angel numbers might be something that is for you right now, or you're resonating with it. And so that message was saying pretty much that, Eddie, God is saying it's not all about you, honey buns. Like, I'm talking about the people that you're going to help, your medicine. I told you what the plan is. He's like, how many times do I have to remind you how big my plan is for you? Stop getting caught up on the small things, the things that are irrelevant, the things that do not matter. How many times do we do that though, you guys? Hey, man, this is a common occurrence with me, man. It's like, but I'm willing to admit it. I'm willing to say, you know what? This is where I'm at, and I just fire, man. As long as I'm doing better each time. I went from months to weeks, weeks to days, days to minutes. Sometimes it's minutes, sometimes it's days. But it's getting smaller, right? That gap, that window. And I love progress. I don't care if the progress is inches. Centimeters, I'll take it. Even if it's 1/100th of an inch, I'll take it. And so those messages were coming in beautiful, you guys. And I just got fired up again, you know, and that last message I got was, and I think this is a message for everyone, you know, the messages that I'm saying on here is, and if you're watching this video, these messages are for you too, because we're all connected, baby. And I know if the ones are out there, if you're hurting and you don't feel like you're getting the audience that you need, or if you're not reaching people, you are, because the last two messages were so useful to me, man. It said that you're a gift. You're a gift. You're an earth angel, and you're a gift to keep going. It's going to get hard. It's going to get super hard before I give you the prize, or I give you what you're asking for. It's going to get hard. The tunnel is going to get a lot shorter, and the rest of the world's going to beat at you a lot harder. But keep going. I promise you. Like, what other choice do I got at this point? Quitting ain't an option. And that was the last message. Eddie. Literally, it said, Eddie, quitting is not an option. So God essentially told me to my face that it's not an option. He's like, that's that old school Eddie. This is the new school. You don't quit anymore. And I don't. And so I feel pretty good, pretty upbeat. And I just wanted to relay the message to you guys. Keep going, man. I know for me it's hard, you know, it's like real life happens, man. Relationships go down the commode. I don't know where my next home residency is going to be. I don't know how I'm going to pay my next bill. But I know that because God said it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And because I'm saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Because I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out to the universe right here, right now. And I'm aiding you guys in the mission. How beautiful is that? A big ass crow just flew by right now. Good luck, bro. That's some good luck right there. All right, guys, that's all I got right now. It's my check-in. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be back. Make sure to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And hit the notification bell if you guys want to get alerted every time I upload a video. I love you guys so much. Spread love. That is the highest vibration. And you guys, I love you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one.